Hi, this is Will from Maxfield Chiropractic. Today we're going to talk about progression exercises for your rotator cuff. Now we've already gone over some isometrics. Now once you've completed a course of isometrics for the shoulder and rotator cuff over about a 4 to 6 week period, we can then start to progress into isotonics. That's where your muscle is contracting and is changing length, shortening, lengthening, shortening, lengthening, for example. Today we are going to use TheraBand. This is a medium heavy TheraBand, but if you're new to this, I would start off with a light to medium. Muscle rehabilitation, usually we are aiming for repetitions, endurance. So we're talking 15, 20 repetitions when we exercise. The rotator cuff is split into 4 muscles. You have supraspinatus, you have infraspinatus, you have teres minor, and then at the front of the shoulder blade you have another muscle called subscapularis. Now these are only small muscles and they work synergistically with your ligaments to create stability of the shoulder joint. They're not big power lifting muscles, so we want to be aiming for the endurance range, 15 to 20 reps. We're going to start off with some basic movements using the TheraBand, and then we're going to work on some more specific external, internal rotation movements, starting easier, and then we're going to progress that a little bit. Okay, so first off, we're going to start with some simple exercises to warm the shoulders up, some banded pull aparts. So we're just going to have the band horizontal to the shoulders, and we're just going to pull and squeeze the shoulder blades. So no bad posture, good alignment, squeeze the shoulder blades, pause, and we're going to be doing 15-20 reps. Then we can start doing some star pull aparts, just taking the shoulder through some different ranges of motion. When we go through different ranges of motion, we're going to start to recruit different muscles, and again try and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Think about the position of your shoulder blade and starting to also activate between the shoulder blades. When they're weak, our scapular position, our shoulder blade position has a tendency to move upwards and forwards away from this midline position, so we want to strengthen those muscles also. So again, repetitions, 15-20 repetitions. Now we're going to move on to some basic external, internal rotation drills. Here I'm just going to use a door handle. Just loosely tie this off, that way you can take it off easier. So don't have the tension too high, and we keep the elbow tucked into the side, good posture. We're going to externally rotate like so, and just pause. Just need a bit more tension there, and just pause, good control. Again, we're going to be doing repetitions, 15 to 20 repetitions, and by about 12 repetitions, 15 repetitions, this is probably going to start to really burn or ache around the rear of the shoulder blade. That's quite normal. We are targeting the infraspinatus of the rotator cuff, which is an external rotator of the shoulder. So I'm just going to move on to internal rotation. For the easy way, we're going to just start like this. Again, keep the elbow tucked in, and we're just going to keep good posture, keep good alignment. We're going to move the arm across the body. This one is quite easy, this movement. So a little pause again. You are going to get some pec activation with this, but we're trying to target the subscapularis muscle, which is the internal rotator of the shoulder. And if that's a bit too easy, we can make that a little bit harder, but the shoulder's in a bit more of a vulnerable position here, so this is only for when you've been doing this a while. So we want everything in a neutral position at right angles, and we're going to internally rotate the shoulder like so. Now your shoulder might feel a bit more vulnerable or sore in this position, If you can't go all the way back, that's absolutely fine. If you can just start here and go to here, and with time, the range of motion will improve and increase to be able to go through full internal rotation. I'm trying not to do this. I'm trying to keep that shoulder isolated. And with time, you'll be able to again do 15, 20 repetitions. To make external rotation a little bit harder, have the shoulder again in this neutral position, so I'm not starting like this, keeping the shoulder blades pinned back. The arm is parallel to the floor, and we're just going to externally rotate like so. And again, this is targeting largely infraspinatus from teres minor. The supraspinatus is probably on the top, contracting synergistically to stabilize also. And again, this will start to burn around this region. We can make this one step harder, but only for when you've got used to this movement. We can do a half press at the same time, so we want to get into this external rotation posture. Keep the shoulder blade pinned back, and we're not starting like this, so we want to have that good shoulder blade engagement at the rear next to the spine. So I'm engaging there, externally rotating, and we're just going to press. If you've got the capacity and you're not losing the shoulder blade position, you can press all the way. However, if this is all you can do, half press, that's absolutely fine. So again, engage here, externally rotate, half press. It's learning to now move the shoulder, take it through a different range of motion, whilst trying to keep the shoulder blade position in its neutral, stable alignment next to the spine, rather than like this. Again, we're looking at repetitions, 15, 20 reps, and of course, we're going to be doing both sides. If you've got any problems, please get in touch.